Welcome to Module 1, Lesson 6. Today we're going to be comparing different numbers, some decimal numbers, some word form numbers, some expanded form numbers, lots of different numbers. And we're just going to try to determine whether one number is less than, greater than, or equal to the other. And the only thing that we need to remember as a strategy here today is to get the numbers in standard form with the same number of decimal places. If we remember to do this, we should have no trouble. Well, here we go. The first problem, we are comparing 5/10 to 128 thousandths. Now, just looking at these two numbers, the first reaction is to say this is more. We've always learned more digits, bigger number. But these are decimal numbers, so it's not the same. So like I said before, make sure they're in standard form, and they are. And make sure they have the same number of decimal places. 1, 2, 3, that's out to the thousandths. So I want to make this out to the thousandths. Now it's easy to see. 500 thousandths is greater than 128 thousandths. And if it's helpful for you to remember back to when you were little, the alligator eats the bigger number. So as not to throw you, do not forget that whole numbers trump decimal numbers. Even something in the ones place is going to be more than all the decimals in the world. So in this case, I have 28 here, and I only have 4 holes here. So it doesn't matter how many places my decimals go out to. It's still not going to be more than a hole. So 28 is indeed greater than 4. So 28 and 1/10 is greater than 4 and 762 thousandths. Here's one to be careful of, 158 thousandths and 158 thousand. In this case, a couple letters make all the difference in the world. Remember, get the numbers in standard form with the same number of decimal places, then compare. 158 thousandths is 158 thousandths. I have no holes here. This is way bigger. Here's one last little wrench they can throw into things. I have 4 and 15 hundredths over here. And here I have 415 tenths. That's like 415 dimes. Like, what does that mean? So I'm just going to quickly, because I don't want to get confused, I'm going to quickly draw me a chart. There's my decimal point, and there's my tenths, my hundredths. And there's my ones, tens, hundreds. And I'm going to write that in. That's 415 tenths. So my number should end in the tenths place. Here's my decimal point. You can see in standard form that's 41 and 5/10. So if you get a problem like this where they have more tenths than can sort of fit. It's kind of written unconventionally there. But anyway, this is in fact greater than 4 and 15 hundredths. And that's all for today's lesson.